I think I've spoken about this in a different video. I just want to quickly add this is going to go out as a voice note that will accompany a link to the video I did. It's titled "An Unusual Idea for Making Money Using YouTube Videos That Most People Miss." Okay, so this is an unusual idea that a lot of people miss. They have YouTube channels and they are trying to grow their subscriber database, the subscriber base, so that they can get to the point where they trigger the royalty earnings. I think from 1,000 subscribers and 100,000 views. But it takes time to build up to that level, depending on the kind of strategy you use. Now, the video that I just referred to, an unusual idea for making money using YouTube videos that most people miss, and then I put in the braces, web marketing for CEOs, is a video in which I try to just share in a kind of introductory details of a strategy I've used for over 15 years to make money using my YouTube videos without necessarily having qualified for the YouTube royalty earnings program. So, and I've made quite significant sums of money. At any point in time, some of my videos have helped me to win over a client that will send me as much as $375 because they were actually going to get something that my video talked about, not that I was going to get paid from the YouTube system. And so it's like the icing on the cake, because eventually at some point I will hit the required minimum settings to qualify for earnings on YouTube. All right, but that will come later on. It's not like a primary goal for myself. So what I'm trying to tell you here is that as you're building your channel, understand that you can even begin to crystallize money making opportunities right now if you adopt this kind of mindset for using your YouTube channel. So the videos you're creating, think about the possibility of you saying something in videos and doing something with your videos that make people send you money immediately. Forget about YouTube now. That will happen as you grow your subscriber base. But I'm saying even now, and probably even in addition to whatever you may be getting from YouTube, you can be making probably significant sums of money. The kind of money you make in 1 month, depending on the subscriber base you have and where they are coming from, you could actually make it maybe in one day, because something you put in your YouTube video made it happen. So I think people are missing that, and so they put so much energy into getting subscribers and all that. And sometimes I wonder, how do you decide on who should be your subscriber? That's another thing. How do you decide who you should approach to ask to link to click like on your to like your videos and to subscribe to your channel? How do you decide who you go to? What to make the person feel is worth his while to do that? And I say this because I just hope this won't be too long, but I'm just trying to communicate to some people. When I speak with you and you come to me, or people approach me or send me invitations to like their Facebook page, like their YouTube videos, subscribe to their channel, I always ask, why do you think I need to subscribe? I always ask myself that question. Why would I want somebody else to subscribe to my channel, to follow my page? It has to be that it's going to benefit the person. So if I actually create content on my YouTube channel, on my Facebook page, on my website, in my newsletter, that is going to benefit somebody by way of something that the person is looking for, I don't have to really make too much of a demand for the person to subscribe. He or she will subscribe. I tell people all the time that a lot of, in fact 99.9% of all the followers I have, small as they are, but they are quality followers on social media. Facebook, Twitter, my newsletter. I have over 1,000, I think 1,500, but very active, about 500 subscribers to my newsletter database. I have the YouTube channel. I have, I think, close to 600 and something now, 690, whatever, I can't remember now. So my point is, I've never even looked at it. When I was at 0, I didn't ask anybody to subscribe. By the time I got myself up to 100, I didn't even know. I just noticed it one day. The point I'm making is I was making money regardless. And that's the point I want you to keep in mind. When you use this kind of strategy that ensures you attract people who on their own felt the need to subscribe and follow you, those are the kind of people that are most likely also to take buying decisions that lead to you getting money, because they are already interested. They are called pre-qualified prospects. Those are the kinds of people you want in your channel, in your subscriber list. Those are people that are driven already. They have a motivation to engage with your content because they know it can help them. So by the time you say I have something for sale along the lines of the content, they're going to buy into it. Those are the kind of people you want to follow you. So they may be just 10 and they may give you more money than if you had 1,000 people following you. I've said it before in my other video. Listen to the other video. You hear about people that have 1,500, 2,000, 2,500 followers and they don't make a single sale. There's no point having that number if you're not going to make money from them. Let me give you 2 more reasons why you need to adopt this strategy, or why you find it useful to adopt this strategy I'm proposing to you. 1, there's a possibility, a real possibility, that at any point in time something could happen on YouTube. They could tell you that video that's making you a lot of money, something happened, somebody made a copyright claim, some people reported it. They can bring people's channels down. You've heard of it before. It happens to people. It can happen to anybody. Now imagine you put all your eggs in the YouTube basket, and that's the only place where you make all your money, and all your videos are doing so well, and you have nothing else. You have no means to communicate with your subscribers other than the YouTube channel. You don't have their email addresses. They're not subscribed to your database and your mailing list, so you don't have their phone numbers. They're not with you on WhatsApp. It means the only place you can reach them is on YouTube channel. Imagine something happens to that video, or worse, something happens to your YouTube channel for any reason. That means you are cut off completely from your followers. They love you so much, but the only place they can reach you, that they can get updates from you, is YouTube, because you are not directly connected with them, because you have not recruited them to communicate directly with you. Now, if you were to use the strategy I'm describing to you, it means that when they watch your videos, you will give them a call to action at some point. I'm giving you some of the insights now. And then they will choose to contact you, reach out to you directly, and therefore communicate with you outside of the YouTube platform, so that if and when it does happen that something goes wrong on YouTube and you're unable to reach YouTube or connect with them through YouTube, there will be some other channel through which you can reach them. There's a company called Life, I think they call it LifeSite or something like that. During the coronavirus pandemic, they were publishing a lot of expose on the details about coronavirus pandemic. Believe me, many times their videos will get taken down by YouTube, and they will simply revert to us through email, and then they will tell us a new place to watch the video. They were able to keep it, and they have more than 1.5 million subscribers. So you can imagine following them on YouTube, but also subscribe to their database, so that whenever they got banned on YouTube, whenever a video got taken down on YouTube, they will simply come back to us and go to some other location and say, you can watch the video here, you can get the updates here, and they will always keep us updated through email. Nobody could stop them on email. You understand? So that's the advantage. So if you look at it from that perspective, you see that it benefits you to do what I'm proposing. Go and find something you are going to say to people who watch your videos that will make some of it. Can't be all of them. It can't even be majority of them. Quite often in marketing, we look at this 1 to 3%. If you are lucky, maybe 5%. So you need to get the multiples of that. So find a way to make them feel a need to subscribe, to keep in touch with you directly outside of the platform where you're doing your marketing on social media. If you don't do that, what happens is that you are putting your eggs in that basket. Imagine if, as I said, they ban your channel for whatever reason. I've seen that happen so many times. Andrew Tate, recently, I think 2 weeks ago, all the platforms, they banned him. Who knows how that's affecting him, but I do believe from what I've seen of him, he's a man that knows how to move around too. He has his own channel of people, he has his own people who are his primary followers, and he uses those people to reach out to other people. So you've got to have that. If not, what you're doing is you're setting yourself up in the long run, right? In the short term, you are limiting yourself as well. I said I will give you 2 reasons. The second reason is, okay, they didn't ban your video, they didn't take your video down, they didn't stop your channel, but YouTube goes down. Had that not happened, we all remember when YouTube, Facebook, and I can't remember the other platform that when I think it was Twitter, they all went down at the same time. There was some massive problem and nobody could communicate. But we were receiving emails. Everybody could send emails, could receive emails. We were making phone calls. You see now why the phone call and the phone number and the email is so important. I tell people all the time, get the name, the phone number, and the email address. You see, when you get that, you've got power. The money is in the list. It's in the list. Yeah, there's money in the channel, but get the list from the channel. Get the people who are on your list to communicate with you who are on your channel to communicate with you outside of the channel. They become real people then. They become people that can give you money even outside the views that they are giving to you. There are many of them that need solutions. They need to communicate with somebody that can solve a problem. If they think from your video that you can solve a problem for them, they will come to you directly, communicate with you through phone, email, and other platforms, and then give you money. Probably much more money than what you could get at any point in time. You're talking about a day, 2 days, 1 week, 1 month. What about these guys who may choose to engage you to do a multi-million naira project? Hey, some people are doing it. Look at Wodemaya. Some people are contacting him, and through him they're buying properties. Guys in African American guys in the USA are reaching out to Wodemaya, for instance, and through him they're buying properties in Ghana and other parts of Africa because they trust him. So you can imagine the multiple benefits that's coming. That's not just, so that's why in your channel you put all those details, but that's after you've built some trust. All I'm saying is that don't limit yourself. Because you're just starting doesn't mean you shouldn't be making any money. That's the point I'm making. And it doesn't mean you should now go above board trying to overdo it, where you're trying to get subscribers and you just want anybody and everybody to go. It doesn't benefit you. Get good quality subscribers is better, because those good quality subscribers are likely to get people like themselves to also come on board. So when you get a good quality subscriber base, the engagement will be qualitative, and then you can look forward to tangible returns, both in the short term and the long term. Let people get to a point where they just feel naturally they get it. They need to subscribe to this guy because this lady is offering quality that I would like to get more of. So I want to stay in touch with this channel. I need it. So you create that kind of content that makes people feel emotionally connected to your content, that they feel they need to stay connected to you. If you need help making use of the ideas I've shared in this podcast, get across to me using the contact details on your screen. I wish you well.